Welcome or welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. Who this? New do. It took me a hot minute just to start the video because I feel like I'm a new person and I'm reintroducing myself. Welcome to the channel. I'm Shika, your medicine woman, and if this is your first time meeting me, I am on this channel just really sharing community, and my intention here is to bring us all together and really step into shadow work healing, moving with the medicine of nature and the universe. So I'm really excited. Today I'm going to be going over what you need to know about the Lionsgate that's happening on August 8th, 2023, and how it's going to affect you. This is one of the most important, impactful portals of the year. It's actually one of my favorite. As you guys know or don't know, I do a lot of videos on new moon, full moon energy updates and shadow work healing, but this one I look forward to every year to record, and because I know how impactful it can be, and I really can't wait to go into this video. We're going to be going over all the energy updates. We're breaking it down from angel numbers, the energy of it, what to expect, what to do. It's a whole guide, okay? So before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bells so you do not miss a video. And also, I would love to see you guys at the Lionsgate breathwork ceremony that's happening on the 8th. You can sign up down below. A lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments, where do I sign up? Look at the description. So below you'll see the description, there'll be the Lionsgate. Press on that and you can sign up for that. It's a 3-hour breathwork ceremony where we're tapping into the energy of abundance. Your life is really going to shift in this. I can feel the potency just recording this, how powerful this day is going to be with us together, and I actually cannot wait. So it's going to be great. And lastly, I do still have my retreats open, so if you want to apply, go apply down below. I will get back to you. I just got back from Peru, so please be patient with me, but get those applications because there's limited spots available, as well as my one-on-ones opening up this fall. So if you'd like to work with me one-on-one on healing, just send me an email, and that information is in my link tree. So all this to share. And like I said, the reason why at the beginning, let me reintroduce myself, because as you guys might have noticed, I look different. I cut my hair. I just got back from the jungle. So to all my fam, to my clients, to all y'all, I'm going to get back to you. Don't worry. But I'm feeling the energy. I didn't even know if I was going to record this to you guys, to be honest. I'm like, I don't even know. If I end up recording it, I record it. If it ends up coming out the day of upload date, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're here, and obviously it's meant for you guys to check out. And I just got a whole channel of a lot coming through. So this is going to be a really quick, easy, but also potent video, as I am just channeling this in my living room, plop the camera, and got you guys here, okay? So we're doing this, okay? I will also be pulling out cards. You guys know I don't do these videos without pulling out cards. Okay, let's get into it. Lionsgate. I'm gonna go into it deeply. Sorry if I'm just had something in my throat. Lionsgate happens every year, August 8th, 2023. Now, what a lot of people don't talk about Lionsgate portal, and what I'm gonna go over in this video, is every single year, the energy of this day changes. And I wanna start really going deeper, because if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I do these energy updates often. But moving forward, I'm going deeper beyond just moon. I'm going deeper into more predictions, more premonitions. Some of them that I've been honestly been sharing with my clients are like, oh my gosh, you need to share this on videos. And now I feel like more than ever, there's so much to voice and share with you guys that's going to impact you. And what better way to start bringing these potent channels on another level through Lionsgate. So Lionsgate is the energy and connected to the star of Sirius. Can't even speak. Don't mind me. I'm learning how to be human. So this star is the energy that is really deeply connected, and I'm going to translate it to the connection of one of the deepest portals in Egypt, the pyramids. And this beautiful star is connected in various dimensions, allowing us, and is the ruler star of communication, right? So when we can take that star of communication, connecting it with the energy of the lion, the puma, the tiger, that is the energy of power, claiming I am here, right? So Lionsgate's all about, we are connecting to the lion energy. We are connecting to the lioness, the lion, the roar, the power, the inner power that you have. And I want you to ask yourself right now in this video, like, where am I in my self power, my authentic power, the power of holding who I am in this earth plane? And what does that look like in my journey? Maybe you've recently gone through transitions, as we do, because every single day we are evolving more than we can even see and fathom. But tuning into Lionsgate is really tuning into protection, power, truth, and stepping into the abundance with yourself being the vulnerable being that you are. It's about being authentically abundant, not attaching ourselves to what was fed in the matrix of this world and what the old ways of abundance was. We're in a very interesting time, ladies and beings and gentlemen, and the reason why I'm saying this is because we're at a time where the world we know it, the world as we know it, is going to be completely shifted. I want you to mark these years in your calendar right now. 2027 and 2030 are the most potent years to come. 2027 is where we're stepping into a new timeline of abundance. This world is going to shift the way that we see abundance. That means monetary, so the financial system is going to shift. We're going to see a big shift in of exchange of how we as a collective and community shift in a very connected way with nature. We're going back to history of our ancient ancestors and understanding what they did right and what needs to be evolved. And then there's going to be beings and newborn beings that are going to come with abundance codes that are going to teach us something deeper. It's going to lift a lot for this world. So Lionsgate is like tapping into any old ways of abundance that we need to awaken within us and shift it completely. It is a time where we're shifting and we're clearing the slate of the old and into the new of what is abundance to me. I'm not just talking about money, moolahs, dollars, how much you're getting in your bank account. I'm not talking about the house, the car. I'm talking about, do you feel abundant? Because I can tell you right now, there are a lot of people who are millionaires and people who are looking at their bank account and terrified to look at their bank account. Maybe you're one of those people. And there's a lot of people in the in-between as well. But regardless of where you are, you need to understand what is your relationship with the word abundance. And abundance means life. That's really what it means. Do you value the being that you are? That is what abundance is. When you can value the being that you are and in your truth, in your power, in your essence, as the lion, the lioness, the lion being is, that is when you have understood what Lionsgate is here to teach you. Now, on August 8th, 2023, Lionsgate's really potent. And the reason why is because you guys know I do a lot of angel number videos. If that's something you're interested in, I have a whole bunch. I haven't been doing them often. Don't worry, I'm feeling called to do them more in a different way. Any of you guys who connect with the number 7, let me know down below. 7 is the number of this year, and I want to go into this deeper. So this year's number 7, which is the year of more and more people finding themselves being called to work and step into this warrior work. We're finding a more awakened people. We're finding people redefining what spirituality means to them. And as I'm recording this, right behind my camera is a squirrel eating food, and I want to like take that in because I feel like the fact that it's right outside my window is bringing a channel message to us. Squirrels is a totem of play. Eating is abundant, right? How can we be playful with the abundance of life that we have right now? How can we see that we can eat, we can enjoy the journey and what we want to accomplish instead of being stuck? And I find this a lot with people on their spiritual journey. We get stuck on fixing. Lionsgate's teaching us that like the abundance of which you are trying to achieve, there's no difference to now and then. How can you just enjoy and be happy where you're at? Because the spiritual person that you are and the person that you don't think is spiritual in your life, you both have one thing that is equal, that you're not eating your fruit. You're not eating the abundance that's right in front of you, and you're looking at your neighbor's nuts as a squirrel and not looking at what is here. So there's this big awakening that is happening, this big shift that is happening within us. And 7 is really understanding like, how can I connect with the unseen, the supernatural, which is Sirius, which is the star energy, which is the wisdom of the higher beings, along with the power of my inner lion energy. And in doing that authentic power, I am then learning, what am I here to live for? What am I here to experience? What am I here to enjoy and be with? That is what Lionsgate's about. And the beautiful thing about Lionsgate is on August 8th, 2023 is the portal to open to allow you to clear any blocks that are preventing you. And we're talking lifetimes, ancestral memories, and little moments that actually created the beliefs you have around abundance. And it is fully clearing that slate. And when you wake up on August 9th, 2023, if you do the work, and you're conscious about it and you're aware of where your blind spots are, you are now starting a new chapter. You are now starting a new chapter of connecting authentically with your power, with your truth, with this relationship of protection from the unseen. And when you can do this, everything will be rewarded to you. There's going to be miracles for a lot of you after Lionsgate, August 8th, 2023. There's going to be unexplainable miracles that are so supernatural. If you're feeling worried about something that is up in the air, especially if it has anything to do with contracts, finances, anything to do with creating who you are and your power in the world and how people see you, this day is a day to really look into that and clear it out, to let go of that. But then also, I always say this a lot when I work with people one-on-one, when you clear something out, you want to tap into, what do I want to replace it with? What am I putting into that energy after? Right? You don't want to leave someone out in this space of like, I am nothing. I'm only having to fix myself. That's why I always, if you've had a session with me, I end the session with you in this space of love, right? So how can I love abundance? How can I not be afraid to open my bank account? How can I not be afraid to pay my bills and constantly thinking of what I honestly don't have control over? Now, I'm dropping so much. I can just feel you guys and being like, damn, okay, Shika, this is a lot. But I said I would come here and I would share the truth here. A little bit more about 7. 7 is a master number, right? So with it being Lionsgate in the year of 7th, this year is about mastering something big that you've repeated multiple times around abundance and about worth. And we're talking about worth personally, because I always say your abundance life, your money relationship, the way you see life will equate to how your love relationship is. And this, whether you're single or not, what your relationships were in the past. We're talking platonic and intimate relationships. Based on the troubles that you have in those relationships is the same troubles that will be mirrored in your relationship with abundance. So I always tell people, you can always know how someone is in their abundant life based on their relationships. Specifically, if you want to get really intimate, your intimate relationships and your intimate past relationships. So this may come up during Lionsgate, August 8th, 2023. You are understanding the karmic things that you're clearing that will be cleared on this day, should you choose to clear those things, to do that warrior work, to move that energy. And then the next day you're going to be then stepped into, okay, how do I water that new seed? How do I water that spaciousness to reap my fruit, to really step into what I want to become? Remember, Lionsgate is all about self-power, authenticity, and truth. And unfortunately, it is harder to be found. It is harder for us to step into that because there's so many temptations in this world, in this old world, because again, as a collective, we are in transition mode. Between now and 2027, mark your calendars. Between now and 2027, we are removing the old. It is like a snake shedding its skin, and it has a little bit left, a quarter left of its skin to shed for the next season. That is what we're going through collectively. And when we look at that, we kind of have to look at the abundance and don't look at what's going on around the world in fear. You know, this is where the old world is hoping people will step into. But I know if you're watching this video, you are most likely going to step out of that and you're going with us in 2027. You're ready to rock, right? So this is a celebration as much as it is a shedding, which is interesting and why I love Lionsgate, why this energy is so amazing. Another thing I shared about is this is a day of really focusing on restructuring and reprogramming the abundance that was taught to you as a little child. Think about your first thought of life, you know, of being able to achieve. When a kid is so young, you're able to achieve so much. The boundaries of what you can and cannot do can only be had based on comments and experiences. Right? So on this day, notice what's coming up for you. And I want you to go to that emotion. Say, what was the earliest time that belief, that reaction occurred? And most likely that is heavily connected to your relationship with abundance and in your life in general. So You may feel limited. And if there's any limitations, I want you to ask this, write this shadow work prompt down. Is there anywhere in my life that I feel limited as far as abundance, as far as evolution, as far as growth, as far as power, as far as protection, as far as stepping into who I am? And you can section it in different parts if you want to do this as a practice. Giving you a little bit of homework, but you know, helping you out. If you want to do this on the Lionsgate, this is going to be really helpful. And when you do that, look at those limitations. I then want you to ask your soul. And if you're coming to the breath work, which I highly suggest you coming, it's going to be 5 p.m. on the day of the Lionsgate. Come, 3 hours. You're going to thank me later. We're going to change your life here. Okay? Should you work? I'm not going to do it for you. I'm just here to help you. I'm here to help and support and guide you. But obviously, you got to do the work. But if you are so choose to really step into that, sign up down below. Let me know if you're coming. It's gonna be it's gonna be real potent. So when you step into that essence and you're able to look at that, then I want you to ask yourself, these limitations, what's the opposite of limitations? Limitless, right? If I was limitless in my power for the highest good, what would that look like? If I was limitless in the protection and feeling protected and held by thousands of beings of eternal beings, what would that look like? If I was limitless in my truth, how would I speak? How would I communicate? If I was limitless in my abundance, in my life, in my evolution, in my love, in my relationships, how would you react? How would you be? Are you fully devoted to that? Are you showing up in that way? And is there anything that is holding you back from the past, because the past can never be brought back? Is there anything that's holding you back in the present? Because if it's holding you back now, it is a block to which you can continue to let the streams of your abundance flow back to you. We need to take that rock from that stream and let the water flow. So that's huge. Another thing I want to talk about with this is, with this day, it's really stepping into the frequency. So ancestrally, okay? I want you to ask yourself, another shadow work prompt if this resonates with you. Ancestral blocks around abundance and like scarcity is going to come up. It's going to come up. It's going to trigger you. And if it triggers you, it's okay. It might come up even in a way of celebration where it would have been a trigger years ago, but then this year it's an awakening of, wow, I've cleared this. And if it doesn't, it's like, wow, I didn't clear this. Then this is an opportunity to be like, I'm ready to clear this. You know, I'm going to give myself as an example. Being young, I remember growing up, my parents would be really, really scarce with things because they were working their butt off, you know, like working their butt off, trying to make what they needed to do. And in that time, seeing that, I took on a lot of that scarce mentality, thinking that there's never going to be enough. That was the belief I created. So if there was never going to be enough, I would never be enough. The love of my life would never be enough. My friends would never be enough. My work will never be enough. And I will never be enough. And abundance is not accessible. It is not limitless. It's not immense. It's not, you know, eternal. Those were the things I had to break. I had to break down. And you have lions surrounding you on August 8th, on this Lionsgate time, to awaken with the number 7, to master this ancestral block and understand it deeply. And when you can understand it deeply, then you can then look at it and track it and clear it automatically and be your own master in that. Right? And before you know it, it just evolves. So this is a day to clear not only abundance blocks for you, but all those that walked before you and all those after, especially you if you're a parent or you want to be a parent. This is going to automatically heal your children as well, which is huge. I just want to share this. This is a really quick one with you guys. In summary, before we do the card reading, Lionsgate is all about stepping into your abundance, stepping into an abundant life, stepping into mastering the abundance that you have within you, and really bringing in this lack scarcity out of the window. Like, leave it. We're leaving it. And I want you to put this down below in the comments. I am an eternal, abundant being. Write that in the comments and say, it is so. There's no water in here and I need water. I need some water. Okay, let me do the reading first. Okay, let me pull out a card. I'm gonna close this. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to come to the breath work. If you're not, you'll thank me later. Thank me later. I also have to make my appointment to do my hair. I bleached it myself, guys, and I want to go a little lighter. So, but I'm just loving this. I said I would do this for my birthday, and after Peru and just dying a few times internally, my spirit, I feel like it's time. Okay, so let's pull out some cards for this. Ooh, we got some 2 cards. Okay, so the first card we have is Padma Sundari, Out of the Darkness, Light Born. Look how beautiful this card is. Take it in. The other card we have is Anna Durga. Durga. Hello. Look at, do I need to say anything else? Power of the good. Okay, so this card alone, what's telling me, the first card has 7 number. The second card has 15. Okay, so if these cards really, if those numbers resonate for you, then tune it up. You are stepping out of the darkness of what you were in. So if you went into a dark night of soul, if you feel like you've climbed out of an old version of you, this is leaving you. This weight on your shoulders is leaving you on Lionsgate, and you're giving it to the Star of Sirius. And in doing that, the power of the good, you are tapping into, what good do I want to make on this earth plane with the money and abundance and the power and the gifts that you have? That's what Lionsgate's about. You have this beautiful tiger in front of you and this feminine energy, which feminine is the energy of abundance. It's creating. This is why I always say, if you're in the relationship, whoever's the feminine being, doesn't matter gender, whatever, you are, and we all have feminine, masculine regardless, when we can step into our feminine energy and the tiger in front fully protecting you, feminine is the energy of abundance. So if you feel blocked to your feminine, you don't feel safe in your feminine, you don't feel safe in your emotions, you don't feel safe with the relationship with the feminine beings, most likely abundance is a block. If you have a mother wound, if you have a scarcity lack mindset, if someone you know has that, then most likely Lionsgate is going to be interesting for you. So that is that card. It's really talking about being the good. What good can I do with the abundance and the money and the power that I have? Lionsgate, we're going to do one other card for those who are asking. This is Light of the Oracle by Elena Fairchild. Both card decks are from her. Earth Warrior is the other one. I know I get these questions all the time. The Pink Rose, Lady Nada. Feminine energy again. I love this. I just want to explain this card. So this is you holding the 2 fountains, if you will, of waters. We talk about flow, water. And, sorry, the card's too bright. Okay, so flow and water, right? This is you. You're stepping into this energy. And the rose is the rose of softness, and there's this rainbow of hope that's being held by you, mirrored by you. The pink rose is calling you to connect with the Lady of Nada, and I'm going to read this card. And the Lady of Nada is going to bring you this transmission that is beyond anything that you've ever received before, should you choose to receive it. If I can find my deck. Okay, here. This is number, where's Lady Nada? 29. Add it together, we have what? 11. 11 is the number of new beginnings. You are in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of fears and anxieties that have been held back and enjoying a full, magnificent. Lady Nada is here for you, for your gentle power, Lionsgate, washing you with this soft pink light. So if you feel overwhelmed on this day with anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, or disappointment, and it hurts and you need some soothing, I want you to close your eyes and envision pink light washing over you like a waterfall. I'm sharing this with you. This is in the book. I'm sharing this. This is what's coming up. She brings a sign of future blossoming into a deeper love. Where in your heart are you feeling like you can't go deeper? This is where in your life you feel like you aren't abundant. There's a scarcity, there's a feeling that there's something lacking in you. And that has been there beyond what you've recognized right now today as you're watching this video. So your homework, if you will, your intention that I'm giving and leaving you to do with Lady Nada is to soften your heart of healing and to allow yourself to maybe step into those fears and anxiety with that pink light. Seeing the pink light wash over those fears and anxieties that you can think about around abundance after making those lists that I told you about at the beginning, near the middle of the video, with, you know, where do I feel limit in power, limit in abundance, limit here. When you can do that, most likely the emotion of anger, fear, bitterness, disappointment will come up, and we need to ask ourselves, who's the adult of the person or someone that made an impact on us? It could be television, it could be someone in the household. And where can I clear that and rewrite that and shift that energy to I am limitless? Go back and shift the story of that, right? And now, as you step into that, today you have that opportunity to really step into Lionsgate and into the gate of your abundance, of the life that is for you right now. Not the life that you want, the life that is for you, that actually only your soul knows. Not your human, your soul knows. So that was my little channeled message for you. Beautiful card. Couple things I'm going to leave you guys with. Great things to do on Lionsgate. It is a great, great day to write down things after you've let go of those limits. Look into the limits in power, protection, truth, and what you want to create in this earth plane. Think about what is the shifts that are happening in my world and collectively. You know, feel intuitively. There's going to be a lot of messages for each and every single one of you individually, and it's going to be very potent. Look at that. My battery's about to die, but if it does, I will go on my phone. Most likely I'll have to go on my phone. Sorry guys, I have to go back on my phone. My battery's dying. But let me end this video for you. So really looking at those limits and where you can look at it more, where you can really tune into that energy. The other thing I'm going to leave you guys with is understanding that abundance is always there. And this might be hard, what I'm about to say, but trust me, it's for you. You need to receive that abundance, the door that's there for you. And in order for you to see it, just like for me recently when I went to Peru and I took some time on my apprenticeship, I learned that there are certain things that I thought I healed fully. And when I went back to it, I noticed, wait a minute, there were some things of that story that I created, perspectives that I created, that showed me something different that now my energy is ready to receive. And because now I have more space to receive those messages, understandings, lessons, and healing, I can now expand more of my abundance in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. So just knowing that when we have things or ancestral blocks or stories that are created because of our life, that we then believe those stories, that they come back full circle to us in this present moment, because now you're ready to see something different and you're ready to hold more. Remember, you have lions surrounding you. Remember, you have the Sirius star channeling through your crown, through your being on this day, and to take advantage of that. Take advantage of that energy, take advantage of the power that you hold and bestow, because I know deep inside that the soul remembers why it came here. And Lionsgate is a remembering of your power. And it may feel overwhelming to hold that during this very potent day, but know that you can, and know that even the power that you are stepping into, that your soul has much more, and it will continue to evolve within you through every strife, through every anxiety, through every anger, through every joy, through every happiness, through every celebration, through every heartbreak, through every transition. And to remember that 2027 is going to be the year of something that is beyond anything you know. And 2030 is going to be the new of this collective world. So I might share more about that later. If you'd like a video and what the predictions are for that, there's a lot that is being received on my end and shown through the consciousness and the dimensions. Visits of beautiful beings coming and sharing deep things that have messages for me to share with you. So I'm gonna leave it there, but I wanna wish you a happy Lionsgate. I wanna invite you to come to the Lionsgate breathwork that's happening on August 8th, on the day of Lionsgate, at the peak of Lionsgate portal at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's a 3-hour breathwork ceremony. We're gonna be doing a ritual. We're gonna be stepping into deepening our work within and our worth within. We're gonna clear those blocks. And you're gonna feel so powerful. And we're gonna step into that totem of the lion. Beautiful medicine music that we'll be working with and channeling and supporting you, and an integration circle. So description down below if you want to work with me one-on-one and be on my waiting list, email me through my link tree. And lastly is my retreats. I have my retreats that are finishing up this year, so if you want to apply, you can apply down below. Okay, happy Lionsgate. I will see you guys at the breathwork. I love you so much. Feels good to be back here. Yeah, and I can't wait to connect with you guys more and more. So much to come, so many surprises. Be abundant, remember that, and I love you. Bye.